Welcome to this episode of Council Bluffs Today. I'm Todd Studer, and we are welcoming a very special guest into the studio. This is Candi Morris, and Candi is not only a client, but I am also a fan of what it is that she does, because you have a podcast that, well, this is a difficult topic that you are doing a podcast about, but you felt strongly enough about this that you said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and put myself out there. So what you are talking about is estrangement of a parent to a child. And it's a tough thing to talk about, isn't it?
It's very tough to talk about. It's emotional. It's a phenomenon in our country right now, and it's all over the media. But it's estrangement. It's when adult children decide that they no longer want a relationship with their parent.
Yeah, that's typically, there's probably a lot of layers to that, and so much that goes into it, and probably difficult to pin down to just a one thing happened, so this is why that happened.
Yes, that's true. There are a lot of layers. There's a lot of different kinds of estrangement. There's no contact. There's low contact. There's estrangement just from the parents. There's estrangement from their entire families. There's, there's so many reasons that we would need all day to talk about it.
Well, you have been working in this field now for a little while, most of this year, and going back, I think, into the previous year. What are some of the things the feedback that you have gotten? Because I think, as you said, it's widespread. Did you realize how widespread it was when you started talking about it?
No. I've been an estranged parent for 4 years. I started talking about it publicly 2 years ago, and absolutely not. I thought I was the only one. I'm like, I'm the only one. Like, my kid is doing this to me, because no one ever said that it was happening to them. And then I realized that it's worldwide, actually. I have a group of estranged parents that I connect with on Facebook, and the second country to the U.S. is the UK, and they have about as nearly as many people in our group as the U.S. So, and then we have worldwide people in the group. So it's not just a first world problem; it's a worldwide problem, and it's kind of trending.
Service Master Restore by Schmader knows it can be hard to get things back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke, and that can oftentimes lead to mold, and you may be left with all sorts of questions about how to get your home or business back to normal. It's easy. You give Cindy Schmader a call with Service Master Restore by Schmader. Her phone number, 402-339-9911. If you're looking for a laid-back spot with great food and even better company, it's the Mile Away on Old Lincoln Highway north of Council Bluffs. This family-run bar and grill is your go-to for mouth-watering wings, unbeatable weekly specials, and a welcoming atmosphere that feels like home. So, if you're catching a game, enjoying one of those specials, or just unwinding after a long day, the Mile Away has you covered. Open every day, Tuesday through Sunday at 8 for breakfast, and don't forget them at lunch and dinner time as well. It's the Mile Away, Old Lincoln Highway, north of Council Bluffs. I was impressed with your openness as I had the honor of sitting in as you're recording your podcast. One of the things that really jumped out at me was right away you owning your own part in it, and understanding that these aren't one-sided issues.
Absolutely not. So I have talked to plenty of parents who will tell you they have no idea why. Their children didn't tell them why. They just one day cut them off, boom, blocked them on everything, and they don't have a clue. Then I have other parents who are like, well, I probably did do this too much, or maybe I worked too much, or whatever. They'll have some little reasons that they could maybe interject, or their kids have told them. But then there's a group of parents like me who know and have acknowledged and are very transparent about the fact that I played a role in why I am estranged from one of my children. Yes. With that being said, it doesn't mean that I'm that person anymore. So that's the biggest issue, is you can play a role, but you don't have to live in that role.
That is, I think, a very powerful part of what your podcast is personal growth. And you encourage everyone to do that and to step out and realize we get one go round here, unless Shirley MacLaine's right, but I don't know that she is. But we get one shot at it, and we owe ourselves to have the best life that we can. And that's not a dig against your estranged child.
Not at all.
No.
I hope he's living his best life. I never wish anything bad. I hope that he's out there happy and thriving and has the best job and being the best dad. And I heard he got married. I hope he's a wonderful husband. But I also have to have my best life too, because I only have one. And I think that's the biggest thing when you talk. Well, I've talked with estranged kids too. It's the humanizing of their parent. They keep them frozen in this one space that they remember or are resentful about or wish their parents had done differently. And they can't acknowledge that their people were human too. You mentioned it. It's their first go around. And most of us messed up parts of it. So it's understanding that you are human, and just because your estranged kid doesn't want anything to do with you doesn't mean your life ends.
How has the podcast world been for you? I mean, this is obviously a platform that you see value in because you're doing it. You've worked in this previously, and now you're relaunching something. What has that experience been like for you?
Whew, eye-opening. Podcasting is, I'm very used to being in front of a screen because I do creation on TikTok and Facebook and all those things. But the difference is, I think, that having someone else filming you can be intimidating. With my other creation, it's me filming me, and I can control everything about it. One of the things that I love about it is the reach. So I think it's the only way that you can really reach the number of peoples, and when you're the number of people, and when you're doing something like I am, which is reaching a grieving group of people, it just felt like the easiest way to get to them. Podcasting itself is, if you have the right producer, it's easy because they'll guide you and they'll tell you when you're doing it right and tell you when you're doing it not so right. But podcasting itself has been amazing. I wish I had done it years and years ago. I don't know what I would have done it over then, but I am now.
As you get more familiar with the platform and learning just how many different ways that you can use this, you've got the long-form video podcast. You have the long-form audio-only podcast, which people still consume podcasts that way. You can then take that and turn it into video shorts, and you actually had a video short go like crazy viral, didn't you?
Yeah, it's on. Well, I deleted it.
Okay, but you
Yes,
did. It did
I
happen
had,
though.
Yes, I had a video short. So it was just I think it was 32 seconds long from one of my podcast episodes, and it went over 1 million views with almost 3,000 comments. And so, yeah, it was pretty impressive. I was shocked. And that was just, that's the only one I think that we've had 1 million, but multiple were close to that.
When you take a look at that, and I know the answer to this, but was there a way that you could make that go viral? Was there something that you personally did that caused it to get sent out there and go to 1 million views? Or it's just kind of something that happens, right?
It's something that happens. The algorithm decides which ones, and you never know.
Yeah, it's out of your hands.
It's completely out of my hands because
Right.
I look at it and I said, really? That one? Why didn't you pick this one?
I know, because that's the thing is you put a lot of work into everything that it is that you do. And some of the things, because I've experienced this myself, that I said, well, that was one of the more simple things that I did, but it blew up. How did that happen? And what I was really proud of, hardly anybody saw. And anyone that, because they're out there all over online, oh, we can make you a top 10 podcast. We can do that. We can make your post go viral. We know what everything. No, you don't.
No, I just look at it and go, I get those ads now that I
Yeah.
have a podcast and had another one. I get, advertisers reaching out, marketers, and they say that every single day. And I'm thinking, well, unless you have your own algorithm that you have control over, no,
Right.
not going to happen.
Yeah, it's the one thing that you cannot do is to go to somebody's place of work or grab their phone and press play for them to make sure that they're seeing what it is that you are putting out there. You can't do that.
No.
All you can do is just control the quality of the product that you put there and wait and hope that it resonates with people. And so far, I think that it has. You are one of the few clients that we work with that you're producing something that has a universal appeal. That this is something that, because you talked about it, it's a worldwide phenomenon. This is something that happens everywhere, all across the globe. So that's your audience. We work with a lot of local and regional people here. So this is something that we are excited to be a part of because it is showing us a different world on the podcast side. And I think that for most people, they think that's what their podcast is going to do. You're actually in it, and you're making all of that happen. So, well done. And also, as I've been able to sit here and watch you record your podcast, even the ones that you do by yourself, you're really good at it. I mean, really, you are.
Thanks.
And I know that the microphones can be intimidating.
Yes.
The cameras can be intimidating. What do you tell yourself when you sit down and you say, okay, it's time to do one of these things? And yeah, I'm outside my comfort zone here a little bit. But what are some of the things you tell yourself?
I've done harder things. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
I tell myself, I try to just, one of the things that I do is I facilitate a support group on Zoom. And so I try to just think about, I'm just there. I'm just in my meeting, and it's just people that I already know. I remind myself that people are listening because they're like me, and I wish I had someone to talk about these things when I was around. I mean, when I was going through this in the beginning, I just try to, I don't know, I'm just a talker by nature, so I just pretend like I'm just talking to a friend.
Technology should work for you, not against you. At ThinkSpace IT, they provide expert IT solutions to keep your business running smoothly and securely. From cybersecurity and cloud services to network management and tech support, they simplify IT so you can focus on what matters most. Stay protected, stay connected, stay ahead. Visit ThinkSpaceIT.com. If you have a leak, a clogged drain, or even if you're planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered. With fast, reliable service and expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. They're locally owned and trusted and take pride in doing the job right the first time. Residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, they're the ones to call. Visit waldsteinplumbing.com. And you've been living in that online world, though, for a while, too, because you sell products out there, too, don't you?
Yeah.
And that's an arena that I've never attempted before, but I know that it's like the new QVC or whatever,
It's exactly the new QVC, except we're not dressed up and we don't have somebody to do our makeup. It's 100% the same as that, yes.
So, and you've had success doing that, though, too, right?
Big success.
So that's what I'm saying, is that the skills are in there. And I think that we've just waited for technology to catch up with what your skill set is. And it's working.
Well, I appreciate all the compliments. I would never describe myself as that, but I just like to talk. And if it just helps other people.
I preach a lot that the key to success when it comes to this is authenticity. And how authentic can you be to who you are as you are putting that out there and relating to other people? Because that is what anyone will respond to. I can tell who Candi is because she's genuine. You don't come across as fake. You come across as somebody that cares, and at the same time, someone who has walked a path that other people are still further behind on the journey, and you're just saying, hey, it's okay. I know you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. And for me, I'm a big proponent in the mental health world And that's what you're describing and you're talking about in your podcast is how to get through one of the toughest things that a parent could go through and still feel good about yourself and still know that this is your life that you have to live. And I think for me, and you could disagree with me because you're more of an expert in this than me, but I think that's probably the best chance of that reconciliation ever happening is leading by example.
Absolutely. And that's what I talk to parents about all the time. And that is my vision. If I could just get one parent to understand that they don't have to stay stuck in their life because the way someone else is treating them, feeling about them, or whatever they're doing, and to move on and to just move on with their life, then I've done what I hope to do, because it's important. It's just so important that they move on.
This new podcast is called Estranged and Rearranged, and it will be launching very soon. When it does, we're going to put a link in the show. So anybody that's watching, you can take a look at it and see what I'm talking about here. But that is, I'm thrilled that you gave me a call and you said, you know what, Todd, I want you to help me out with this and make this happen for me. Because, you know, this isn't about us. No. This isn't about Kyle and I. This isn't about anything other than we are the tool that you are using to do your project.
Yes.
This is your project, and this is something that we're just here to help steer the ship, but you're still driving.
And that's exactly what it feels like. And I'm so glad I called you too.
Well, Candi Morris, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us here today. We're very grateful for that. And I know that you got a lot of great things ahead of you. And I'm looking forward to being a witness to it.
Thank you, Todd.
And thank you for watching this episode of Council Bluffs Today. Something that Candi is very fond of saying towards the end of hers, I'll say the same thing. Please click that like button, follow, share. If it resonates with you, please hit that share button. It would be great. And it's just a way, something that you can do that's completely free that helps spread the word about everything that it is that we're doing here at the studios on Willow and with Local Stream Media. So, Candi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll get you back in here and we'll record some more episodes, and we will see you next time. I'm Todd Studer, and hope you have a great day.